Hey everyone, I'm Jason with Outdoorsfx, and today I want to show you how to really make your footage pop using DaVinci Resolve. Let's get to it. I have my clip here. Bring it into edit. Have a new timeline. Open this up in our preview window. Here's our clip, and we're going to drag this into our timeline. So, one thing to note about DaVinci Resolve is if you have a slower computer or working with huge files, one great feature is what's called optimized media, and is basically its version of a proxy. So if you right click the clip and you can go up to generate optimized media, and that way it's a whole lot easier to scrub through, playback, especially if you're working with 4K or whatever. So we are going to play this. You can see that the footage is a little bit shaky in there, and the deer is walking into like this fog. So we definitely want to get rid of the loss visuals of this deer. Here in a second, he stops, yeah. And you can barely see what's going on here. So we're going to bring this back to the beginning, and we're going to go to color. So DaVinci Resolve is known for its color program, and everything in this module is awesome. So we're going to go through. First thing I want to do is stabilize this footage, just so I don't have to view it bouncing over and over again. Starts off, it looks like this. We're going to go over to the tracker tab. And this middle little button here is stabilize. So you can set what you want, how far it's going to crop in versus how smooth it's going to be. And we actually want these both at 50 for this clip. And there we go. Get there and hit stabilize. All right. So we now have our video stabilized. Let's go ahead, let's look at that. Now that it's stabilized, we can start working on how we're going to color this. But what we want to do is create a new node. Nodes are different layers, and that way you can keep everything separate and know exactly which part you're working on. Add node, right click, I'm going to use a corrector node, and then we're going to drag these here so that it has to pass through this node in order to have our final output. Blank slate, first corrector, second corrector, final. There's a whole bunch of different nodes. We're not going to go into that today, but just know you can do multiple different things. Very powerful tool. So, first thing I want to do, let's go ahead, let's bring him into the fog, and we're going to drop down our curve. We're going to make it an S-curve. Most people know what an S-curve is, just a way to build contrast, lowering your darks, brightening your brights, and that way you have that instant contrast. Now that's looking a whole lot better already. We hit Command D, before and after of this, a whole lot better. We're going to do more. So over here we have our different color wheels, and we have log, primary bars, and primary wheels. So with the primary wheels, it's a whole lot more global of an adjustment, and I'm going to boost contrast just a little bit. Let's go 1.2-ish. Yeah, ish. Somewhere right through there. Have gain, you can see that brighten and darkens the look, and when you start adding color, that's when it goes across the board. So gain is all that. We're going to warm it up just a tad. Just a tad. And we can see with our different lifts and everything like that, it does it a whole lot more a global structure with our primary wheels. So let's reset that. Let's go to color wheels. Now these are more finite details. We're going to bring our shadows up a little bit. The reason I'm doing this is because I wanted to match more here so that when we do build more contrast, it's that global adjustment where everything is super close. And this is a quick way rather than doing like a adjustment with a window, blocking this off, making this just, and then you have to feather. So try and do it quickly. And let's see, you can see the highlights here. The main thing I want to emphasize when we do this is keeping things natural. There's a tendency to overdo things, add more clarity, add more contrast than what you really need in order to get the point across. I mean, this is a great look here, and let's just double check, make sure this stylized look. I mean, you can go through what a lot of Hollywood movies do is pull shadows and highlights in opposite directions in order to create that mood, that feel. You can do the same thing here. This is what a lot of Hollywood movies use is this program. So we are in the free version, and definitely something that you should check out if you haven't already. Go through. Now I want to show you what we've done. Command D. Look at that. Night and day difference of seeing what we want to. Stud walks in. I want to stop right when he gets really lost. Right there. So right here at the end of our clip, it's very difficult to see him. What we've done, he kind of pops off the page now. So that's what I wanted to show you guys. You can see as it goes on, especially right there, it's nice and rich. Show that one more time. Let's go back over to our edit, and here we are. So if you needed to correct anything else, there's all sorts of stuff here. What we're going to do, let's go to and that's a pretty close look. Before, after, there you go, guys. Thanks for watching, guys. This is how I like to color grade my footage using DaVinci Resolve. Comment down below with what program you like to use. If you like the video, go ahead, hit that like button, subscribe, share it with all your friends, and I am done.